Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. Happy new week and welcome. Welcome to this edition of Hanging Out with Temi. We've been uh, excommunicado.
We've been happening.
Tell us.
That's what
Well,
you should say. We've been happening.
it's been happening, and it's interesting that, you know, people are monitoring, some monitoring spirit. But it's good to be back tonight. We're just going to chat. I actually wasn't sure if Prof was going to tune in today because last night, I tell you what, it was an amazing. You thought it was happening yesterday, happened, and it was fantastic. It was the Prof's birthday yesterday, and the mic in the last songs. But I had the photos that I was going to project, but I can't find them on my screen. I think next week I will show them.
No,
Uh,
don't project it. Keep it private.
uh, it's on
You
Facebook.
know me.
You're not on Facebook, but it's all over the Facebook, my dear.
Are you serious?
I didn't put any. I was going to show it on our show, but I saw myself flying around. But it was a good night. Happy
Yeah.
birthday. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
We wish you the very, very best. Your best days are yet ahead of you. And last night, everybody said we were just reporting the same thing. What stood out for me for your birthday was your love for people, for your community, for Africans, particularly. Everyone said it. How you will never even acknowledge you're from Cameroon or something. I'm African. Like this is what unit. I wish everyone is like that. You will have had, have a good nation if we are all like that. But unfortunately, people are not celebrating each other. We're all divided somewhat. It's really bad. So, but we'll
Yeah.
keep championing our uniqueness, which is our Africanism. We'll keep championing that. And thank you for championing that. I was saying to Liz this morning that she needed to be there. The white gown killed was Mimi stole Mimi stole our show. I mean, like we knew. She stole our show, and it was like a mini angel. I don't know what it was. It was pretty beautiful though.
Thank you.
And feedback from you. One of the things I observed was your peace. It was that peace that God gives that surpasses every human understanding. Like I don't know how you were. Mimi was just like psychedelically and just no pressure, no fuss.
Yeah. It was an
You know,
evening for everybody to enjoy, including me. And you know what? And then this afternoon, and you said you surprised to see me. We've just had an early dinner. The kids were all at home, so and then Sherry had to fly back to Sydney. So we've just had an early dinner. Then they're gone, and as we speak, they're at the airport with
oh,
except Tracy, Kate, and I now at home. And I'm like,
oh,
okay, it was good. It is relaxed. What else could I ask for? I feel so blessed, I must say, at this stage in my life, at the personal level, at the professional level. There are just so many things. It doesn't mean that there are not the hard times or that there are no challenges, here and there. But on the scale of things, I am
yeah.
happy.
Yeah, that's
That
Genuinely happy.
beautiful.
You know me, genuinely happy.
Mhm.
that came true yesterday. But one question I have, sorry, is that I know you to be on time, prompt, sharp. Did you just give us 4 o'clock time for us or what? Because when I came to
No,
like,
we had everything set onto the technology. So you realize that our PowerPoints were not rolling. And that's one of the things that with the what do you call it, the casting in the room. So that was an internal thing for them there, and there was nothing we could do, and we tried everything.
Wow.
It was,
All right.
I mean, we were ready like 3 o'clock literally to receive everybody. But then when
Yeah.
they had to do the tech thing, and you just have to wait. Again, that's me, right? And then I
I,
just said, you know what? We're not going to be able to project them, so just leave it. I
I,
had gone through my 70,000 photos and selected 1,000 photos over the last few
oh,
days. So
Sure.
yes, because everybody was in the room was reflected in that. And
oh,
I
oh,
could have ended up being upset or this, but it would not have changed anything.
Mhm.
yeah. Wow.
It
Sorry
would
about
not have.
we actually didn't realize that, but I just saw the piece because if I were you yesterday, I would be a bit frantic. And when we were coming in, and you were greeting us as well, you were still taking your time and greeting everybody and taking photo with them and just doing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like if at 10 o'clock yesterday. It was beautiful. The caliber of people I could see, they are all your close friends and family. Friends
Yeah,
that you've known for over 20 years. Everybody was like very close. So I
Wow.
like the choice. It was very choicely picked, you can tell.
yeah,
And the room was beautiful.
yeah.
Another thing was the endless drink. The drink that they were giving everybody, did you pay for that or what?
Of
I'm like,
course, it's my birthday.
wow.
I hosted people, so I had to look after my people. I hosted people. It was my birthday. It's a special birthday, but regardless, I was hosting people. So if you're hosting people, they're not gonna go thirsty. And that's just what you do. You know what I mean? You either have a party or you don't.
It
I
was
don't do
beautiful.
halfway.
Now it was beautiful. People were just having lemon, lime, and bitters, oranges. This one.
It's a little bit different because there's other parties where they say bring your own drink.
No,
No, no, I
no,
had the tap. It was open and it was flowing. Just go to the tap and do
Wow.
whatever you want to do.
we
And
didn't even
for
go for. We went away for half of the time because they brought drinks to the table. So we thought they were going
ah,
to supplying at the table because it was at the
there was
table. That
something at the table, but also all the people drinking alcohol, they just had the open tap for them as well. For the
yeah,
yeah, I just think it is me, right? When I do things, whether it is at home, when I'm hosting at home, whether
we
it's
go
just us as a family, like us, just us. You know what? How many
yeah,
times do we leave? Once,
it was good. It was good.
right?
I,
My
I
friends are coming, my family is coming. My brother came all the way from the UK. Everybody is a red carpet, and you have to welcome your guests. They have to feel welcome.
No, I could not get over it yesterday. I've been talking to even Liz today. I really loved one of the things that stood out for me also was your husband's what do you call it? How do I put it? Not comment,
Testimony.
testimony, my dear. Wow. Wow, that was beautiful. That was
Is that
because
recorded somehow?
they recorded it, I think. It
Okay.
was somebody
I'd
was
like to hear that.
Yeah, they recorded it. It was beautiful how you were there and even the kids, very blessed to have you as a mother, and they said everything that which we know, but to come from them very genuinely like that, amazing. So I mean, I can't even continue to talk. Happy birthday. That's all I
Thank
want.
you. And my daughter, she missed her flight, but she did everything. You can imagine paying a flight for over $1,000 from Sydney to Melbourne because she
Wow.
needed to be there. And then instead of coming to Tula Marine, which is 20 minutes away from where the event was, like next to home, and
Mm,
then having to drop at Avalon. And then
mm,
from
Wow.
Avalon, which is over an hour away, because she had to be there.
mm. By the time she got there, she was exhausted because they
Yeah.
canceled the second one she was going to take again was canceled.
Exactly,
So like,
exactly right. Then they took the next one after that. Can you still believe that?
yeah,
Another child would have been like, it doesn't matter.
yeah, my mom will understand, and but
No.
she made it, and the
Yeah.
dance. They are Mimi insisted that she needed to wear this African attire. I'm like, Mimi, it's 10 o'clock. She's like, no, it's okay. It's gonna be half an hour. I said, Mimi, tomorrow is Monday. She's like, it's like this is a professor level. My gosh. I kept on saying this is just a professor level. And then she dressed. But you look so impeccable.
Is
I
that the
can't.
Cameroonian outfit I saw?
You
It's
did,
different.
yeah, that one.
That
Oh,
was beautiful.
no, no, this is a different one, not the one you knew before.
No, 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 no. You posted something on our page.
I sent it to you ladies to have a look.
Yes,
Yeah, that one.
yeah,
That one. I mean, Mimi, it's Mimi. It was good. It
that
was
was
good.
Thank you.
beautiful.
Good. I love
Thank
it.
you.
So we
Thank
thought we
you.
just come and just celebrate you and, and shout out to you today. And the people went to. I was telling them yesterday because you said no package, no gift, but donate to African Australian D. There's a D African Australian brand
The
slash.
African Australian Institute, the Australian African Institute.
Yeah, yeah. So I was telling them yesterday. So they were doing it at the party because they missed the
Okay.
beat. They missed that point. So they just I don't know. But anyway, they were doing that. So
Yeah.
that's you also contributing to this institute that you believe in. Anyway, at least
Yeah.
you missed out yesterday. You were meant to be there.
Yeah, well, I'm also rounding up here, so it was really
Yeah.
unfortunate that I couldn't make it. Um, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact, I had to reschedule my flights because I'm just, being overwhelmed with the putting things together this side.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got
We
2 more weeks.
understand.
Yeah,
We
I've got 2 more weeks
understand.
now. So I should be able
More
to
weeks. Two
two
more
two
weeks.
more. Yeah,
Wow.
2 more weeks.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that's how close it is.
Oh
Oh
my
wow.
God, I was supposed to be out of here by Saturday this coming Saturday. And that's the reason why I thought, I would be in Melbourne by then and it was gonna come in handy for me to, come around on Sunday, but I'm just not I'm just
Yeah.
not finishing. Can you imagine how many things we gather over time? I can't believe it. And the books. Ooh.
You do gather. I know that for a fact. You create, you build, you do all sort of things.
Yes.
Very handy.
And
Yeah.
Mildura would have, I know it's a long way and everything as well, but when you're in Melbourne, we can all catch up and just do something. Next Sunday, I think I'll be doing a farewell for my elder brother as well. Thank you.
Mm.
So thank you. You were just like last night, we're like, okay, because when he came a few weeks ago, it was more like, okay, we've got the party. But if he's going to be good to just, everybody wanted to come around to see him. I'm like, okay, we just do it
Makes
after the
sense.
event a few days before he leaves back. So
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. Your brother was saying that you went with your brother to with your father one time to
Shopping.
Jamaica. So just was it Jamaica or something?
No, this is one of the cities in Cameroon. Like our hometown is like literally 10 kilometers out, right? So
Right.
literally before schools reopen, it's always the shopping with the parents, right?
Mhm.
And with me, I prefer to go with my dad because I'm gonna get what I want.
That's what your brother said, and you ended up getting some wonderful thing that they was shocked that you got. But it was good that you've been blessed. Before I go to Liz, finally, how are you feeling today? How did you feel even yesterday? Let's conclude there.
Is it
I
me?
think you say what
Oh,
I
I'm
felt
definitely.
good. I felt excellent. I felt good. I felt celebrated by family, by friends. As you rightly said, the intention was not to have a room of 500 people. I wanted 100 close people. That is all so I was anybody that I sent the invitation to mattered to me. And that's why I was like, people need to actually click on the link, read it, and understand the expectation because they were going to be here for about 6 hours. I'm going to celebrate them. I'm going to have fun with you people, but I also want you people to enjoy yourselves. So for me, it was very intentional. And I felt like everything was done and it was a relaxed atmosphere, as I said. And yeah, people enjoyed themselves. They got to meet others, but a lot of people who are in my social circles, they tend to know a lot of other people because they come to the house or they come to whatever event. But I don't know if this came across, but that was the same room that I had my 40th.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
knew.
same
We
room
not talked
that
about it.
Sherry will start her 21st.
Yes.
That was
Wow.
so, and this was a coincidence. It was not planned because I only realized it was the same room when I had to go back and watch the video from back then,
Wow. But
2
we
weeks
knew
ago.
because I told the bar attendant yesterday that,
Yeah,
Mimi used this room for 40 years. She's been using this room. I told the guy, and he goes, "Oh," I said, "But because our house is just across the road."
yeah,
So he uses your hotel. Yeah. I'm glad you
yeah,
enjoyed it. You appeared very calm and you enjoyed.
yeah.
You enjoyed every bit of it, and we did too. Like we mingled. There's an opportunity for us to mingle and to network, and like that's
Correct.
a professor level,
Yeah,
because people
yeah,
are like don't mingle and don't talk, but this one we were talking.
yeah. I made sure there is room for that because you had senior professionals, politicians, whoever in the same room. So I thought it was a good opportunity for people to also interact, get to know each other.
That's right. That's beautiful.
I'm gonna say also thank you for inviting Nena, one of the ladies that you invited. We got to meet her yesterday. She's from Nigeria. She's going back to Nigeria in a couple of days. And then apparently we met, she introduced us to her sister that needed us like no man's business. The sister has been in Melbourne for a year and never met anybody. She's been locking herself. It's been a very terrible situation that she's in. Terrible situation.
And
I,
so I think that's a good thing. Yeah. Maybe let's have that one offline, but thank you for
she,
acknowledging her.
she's very, very, very grateful, and we've connected them with a couple of people last night at the party. And no, she really wants us to help her to look after that girl, and so now she's got that help. Just to let you
Great.
know. No, what I was trying to say is sometimes you don't know when you
Yeah.
think you're inviting one person to a party, or
Yeah.
you don't know how far this is going to go. It's a
Yeah.
very serious matter now in our situation, in our community. What is happening?
Mm.
Let us know. It's very serious. I'll talk to you more about that afterwards. But thank you.
Please.
Mm. Thank you very much. Yes. Miss Greatness, it's all about us because we have not met in 3 weeks now. So we're just hanging out and just chatting
I,
about.
I think let's talk about you.
Yeah, your
I
travels.
think let's talk about you. Oh my God, you've been trending.
I spoke with Liz today. You know what Liz said to me? Welcome to the land of the living. I laughed. I laughed my head off. I'm like, okay, tell me what. She said, you've been in La 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 land all this time, and you're very correct. I have been. I came back home to reality. It just clicked.
Hmm.
Okay, excuse me, where's my Gary? I need to go and sell my Gary right now. I need to start working.
Yeah, you've got to start working, you know?
All the things you do, you only talk about your Gary that you sell.
I like Gary a lot. I like my Gary, but I what shocked me when I came home is that the fact that I have to cook. I went, cook. So I slept 24 hours. I was in my room. I did not eat. I did not buy anything. My husband is like, "Do you want to? Let's just order food." I'm like, "No, is there any room service somewhere that they can just bring something here?" Life is really good. Life is
How
good.
many countries have you been to?
It was three.
Okay,
So
not
in
as
time,
much.
three is a lot, right?
It's
Yes.
in 2 weeks. It was less than 2 weeks or 2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks. About
Yeah, but
yes.
Mhm.
it's a lot of flying travel. But
That's
when you do
right.
it often, what happens is that your body gets used to, and you get yourself psychologically organized as well.
Yeah, it was. I was really enjoying the flow. It was a
Yeah,
fantastic rhythm that I was dancing into. Beautiful, beautiful. And I kept on saying, "How will heaven be?" no stress, just leave, It was good.
Yes.
Tanzania was fantastic. We were in
Yeah.
Tanzania, and there's a lot of story that we will not have enough time to talk about. Our friend turned 60, so we did that in Zanzibar, and they
Wow.
Mhm.
were there together last year, same time in Zanzibar. So that's when they said, "Oh, the 60 has to be in Zanzibar this year." Everybody bought the ticket. We were coming, so we met. We did that, and it was amazing. It was brilliant. I missed one of my very good friends' 60th. That we went to China to buy all the things for the party, but I missed because it coincided. But Tanzania was fantastic. It was fun. Everything Tanzania, of course, with the tortoise, with the shark, with no, shark was in Dubai. And then we were in Kenya. We met another friend in Kenya. Oh man, I can't tell you. The hotel in Kenya, what the oh no. It was beautiful. It was very
Mm.
it was like 5 star, but it looks like 6 star, let's just say. Fanta service was brilliant, food was yummy, beautiful.
Mm.
And then we came back to Dubai. And Dubai, of course, let's just leave the Dubai story. Let's just put a lead on it.
Well. Talk. Let's take a step back to Zanzibar, which the Spice Island, which is like such a beautiful place. I was there last
Very.
year as well.
Yeah,
It's such
yeah,
a
Yeah.
beautiful place. But it's
yeah.
not just the people are calm. Everything is about bole bole, slowly, slowly. When you
Hakuna
say an
Matata.
entire P group
Oh,
is
where's my
calm,
Matata? Got some Akuna Matata.
That's right.
yeah,
That's the word.
everybody, it is calm. It is not about rushing this to go and get
Hmm.
this. There is none of that. People
I
are
must say, I must say they were a bit too calm. Too calm. At the
they
airport,
are
at the airport, we missed the flight twice because
Wow.
because they
they
were
were
calm,
they
right?
were coming. They were,
They,
and then they were saying, "Be patient, we'll be there until our
yeah,
flight was going." We got the boarding pass. We were there. We've got the boarding pass. What are we waiting for? What?
Wow.
Sorry, we'll be there. We'll just be patient for this long in Tanzania until we miss the flight. However, our friends missed their flight the night before, and we were laughing, making fun of them. Like, oh my God, you guys are street sleeper. You slept on the street. We were laughing at them all. Even our two friends from Australia, we are two couples from Australia. They slept also at the airport. They had to find the lounge to go and sleep at the lounge because they missed their flight. So we were
Wow.
making fun of them. The following day now, they came meet us in Zanzibar. We all flew back to Tanzania to go have some shopping and all that. And we all came back and missed the flight altogether. So people didn't know. They were laughing at us and saying, "There you go. Yesterday you were making fun of us." We were like, it was crazy. All these guys are all doctors and lawyers and all of them at the airport. They were all going, "What's happening here?" Speaking big grammar. The guys are like, "Just be calm, be calm." They got
bole
us at
bole.
Volleyball. They got us a hotel at the end of the day. The van to take us to the hotel because we're 15 of us, or how many of us? Like, so the van did not come until almost midnight. They took us to the hotel. Everything was slow, and then we're back to the airport 5 o'clock.
Wow.
Tanzania.
That's not no. Then that's not a good side of bole
They
bole.
were
Then
they were two bole there, two bole. So
they were too much. Then
that's what
let's go to Kenya. You just mentioned,
I like it.
the hotels, the hospitality in both countries is quite good, I must say. But something interesting that you sent us a photo at the Bomas, because I
Yeah,
sent a message and said if you are in this, you must, if you're in Nairobi, make sure you go and visit the
Bomas.
villages, like
Yeah,
the preserved villages. And then I think you were already there when I sent you the message.
yeah. No, I wasn't there when you sent it. I was going there.
There you go.
Yeah, so I took a photo there. They pull everything down. They're refurbishing it right now. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, so it was good. We went to the museum, went to Karen. Karen is one of the major city in that place, and I think it's owned by a lady called Karen. White people that are part of the colonies, and they had a museum there as well. So we went to see Lady Bishop Tuna. Do you know that woman? She's probably one of the biggest, or the biggest lady bishop in Kenya. She will be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we attended. Amazing woman, darling. Amazing woman. I mean, she sits with Cindy Trim. So our last book was signed by Trim and forwarded by Trim. Cindy was in the church even last month, like like that level. But we went to her house late at night. We were supposed to see her the day before, but she was preaching all day to like 9 or something. So the following day we went, because she's a godmother to one of our friends that are with us. So the following day, we went to Lady Kathy's house. She met us at the door. The hospitality. She was serving us herself. I don't know how many people in that house, but she lives in the mansion, of course. And a lot of people were there, all our children, all our sons and daughters, and whatever. And this woman was serving us herself. That melted my heart because she's at the like Joyce Myers. Do you know these people? Like Serena Jakes, Bishop T.D. Jakes' wife, serving us. I mean, almost, if not, because Serena is an elderly one and is a matriarch, but almost. I mean, she sits at the table with those people, serving
Mm.
serving us food, like cooked hot meal by herself. I said, "What?" I was shocked because truly I will not expect anything like that from any woman at that level. That's not what they
Yeah.
do. I said to her that I've been listening to Joyce Meyer. Joyce Meyer stopped serving people in her house for maybe about for the past 20 years. When she was about 50 years or so, she stopped serving people. She said it to us. I stopped, and if you're coming to visit her, she will take you to a posh restaurant and feed you at the restaurant, but not in the house. And she's not going to serve you. And here is Lady Bishop Kathy Kuna serving. I said, I'm like that because I like to serve. I like to do that. But I was thinking, at this age, maybe I should stop and follow, Mama. But when I saw Kuna, I'm like, this is who I am. Why do I have to change? Because it's not,
Exactly. That
because
was
I'm
going to be my point.
exactly. That just reminded me to just stop this nonsense because I love it. I enjoy it. That's what I am.
Yeah.
I don't say at now 60, you don't serve. It's nonsense. So it
Mm.
just gave me that realization. So I'm like, thank you, God, I'm here. And seriously, I've never seen a woman like that in my life. I've got a lot of mentors like that. They don't say, I mean, when they call one person, 20 people are running. They don't serve anymore. But to see her serving, I was humbled. I was so, so happy.
I think there is serving and then there's being hospitable as a host.
Mm,
And I think in her case, it is somebody who sees herself as being in her home rather than in a house,
mm,
Mm.
right? And I think when you have people in your home and whether it is you doing or it or the servants, there's something nice about it. There's some sort of warmth
mm.
rather
She's,
than always eating out and all
I can
of that. There's
tell you.
something nice about cooking at home,
Mhm.
doing certain things at home. There's just something nice about it. It doesn't matter how big or how small you are.
Yeah,
Mm.
she's big, Mimi. These are the people that I'm sure they have like private jets or something. So they sit with the president of the nations. It's very rare. It's rare. And I just want to say this
That's
out
good.
to encourage people as well. If that's who you
Yeah,
are, it doesn't
yeah,
matter what you become, just maintain that.
yeah.
That's
Because
right.
we've all been taught that when you get to certain level you need to stop doing all those, because people are there. A second daughter married an Australian guy. They were there. I don't know, I don't want to use the word maids whatever, but housekeepers that they have. I don't know how many Charlotte is in that, like she doesn't need to do it, but she physically gave my husband food
Exactly.
in the tray. She physically How
That's
many people
It is
beautiful.
about hospitality of
Yeah,
your friends, of your family. It is not about I'm a servant or you're a servant. It's none of that. It is about hospitality. It's about warmth.
mm, well, it's
and it's
And
rare.
you
also
remember it. How did she make you feel?
Oh, mm,
So think how
yeah.
she made you feel.
very
And
humble.
we never, the
I want
conversation
to
you may have
say,
had, you
mm,
may not remember the exact words, but you are never going to forget how she made you feel.
I will
that's
never,
right.
never, never, and I'll preach it. At least you were gonna say something.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
wanted to say
Liz.
it's also about understanding, the role of service, not because you are a servant of, in somebody's household, but you serving others. And that is, what we talk about, the servanthood leadership. And
Mm,
she's demonstrating that. Yes, there
wow,
are times people have to serve me, but there are times I also have to serve,
mm,
because of the blessing that comes from just being that servant to somebody. And it's just beautiful to really see people at that level. Even when we come to church, sometimes, you see a whole doctor standing at the door, just greeting people to walk in. It's
yeah,
it's like you don't expect that, from
yeah,
this level of person, but they understand the role of, service. And
mm,
because of that, they bring themselves to that level where they also want to, experience that and be that, because as people, we really, it makes us whole, it completes us when we
yeah,
do something for other people,
yeah.
really. And as Prof Mimi rightly says, this is what we remember, how that makes me feel.
That's what I remember because
Yeah,
it's very foreign to me. I know people on our levels. I know people on that level a lot. And because they're busy as well, they like she might do 20 fly today, fly like that. And she's preaching and she's teaching and she does podcasts and she does show and she's next week I will bring one of our program. We have a look at it, and
I
for
think
so we use that excuse not to do anything and not for
yeah,
small to do something for small people at that level. I mean, I'm a small person compared to her far by far in terms of her status and our portfolio with and I was blown away,
I think you're a
especially
very important and a very big person. So,
in
and I think she
no,
recognizes that as well, which is what she also recognizes and sees in you as well. So, I just wanted to
thank
just
you.
chip in that you are this important person, especially to us and to your friends and to your family. You are this very, very important. You are this very, very big person as well.
Thank
Again,
you.
it comes back. It is not about the qualifications. It's not about the money. It is not about the status. It is about the person. There is a
Right.
lot of power in humility.
That's
that's
true.
right.
So some people can take it for granted, and I can tell you, you've not taken it for granted. And I think most people did not take her service of being a good hostess for
Mm.
granted.
Amen.
So I think there's something good in that. Don't
Yeah.
give it up simply because people give it up when they get to a certain age. You know
Yeah.
me, you heard it yesterday.
I mean,
This
you're
is
like
me. I'm not
that.
gonna change.
You are like that as well. I know you are like that. That's true.
And let
Yeah.
me let me also say, you reap what you sow.
Ooh.
And I know both the two of you as people of, service. So at some point it's gonna come back to you. So have
Wow.
have that humility to receive when it gets back to you, because that's what you do. You don't see it when I get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to look after my for
And
sure.
Liz, that's something you said to me years ago when you came to the house because she knows my big out there profile. Then she came and I set her up with all her tea, whatever.
Mm.
We sat there, just had cheeses, and
Yeah.
you
She,
really took
she
a
she
step
got
back.
ready like she's waiting for 10 people. I'm
You don't
like,
how she
And
does
this
that.
was like, I can't, at
She
home
does
you.
that.
I'm like, yeah, I am at home.
Yeah, she does
You
that
are
as
my guest. I look after you just as I look after my family.
mm,
Yeah.
like that. I told her, by the way, I acknowledge it and I said it to her. She's like, thank you. And I
That's
said,
good.
yeah, one day we'll bring her on the show. So I'll come and tell her on the show. Yeah, she'll come. I know she'll come. Well, it's good. So that's my Kenya story. Kenya was beautiful. They looked after us fantastically. What's the name of the hotel we were in Kenya? Forgot what it's called. I will not market it here, but it's a good one. I think Radisson Blue or something. Yeah, Radisson Blue. Let me just say it's good. And whenever you're in Kenya, go there. Go to the executive suite. You'll be there's how do I even say? Let's just leave this story. But it was good.
Can I just say Africa is beautiful?
It is, isn't it?
Believe it. I can't believe it. The amount of the foreigners there too, they are like equal, almost equal proportion with us. So I'm
Yeah.
like, we're there in Australia, where I'm from, and I see all the white people here in Africa. We're all together. They are having the life of themselves. They blast, good quality life, as
Can I
well.
say I went to Ethiopia some years ago, one of my visits there, and I stayed in a place. This is not in Addis. I was an hour's flight out of Addis in Gondar because I
Yeah.
was at the University of Gondar at the time. And there was this, it's not a resort, it is, I don't know how they call the place, but with these villas, right?
Mm.
I was a minority
Uh-uh.
yes, I was in Africa, I was in Ethiopia. I was a minority at the
Wow.
place that we stayed. I
Wow.
think for dinner, I went for dinner. I would have been one of three Black people
Mm.
in that
Wow.
place.
So
So
were
this
we
is
in
something
Zanzibar.
Africans should travel in Africa as well.
So
There's
were
a
we
lot.
in Zanzibar. We were the minority in Zanzibar. Every resort
Exactly.
full.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
resort is full of Westerners.
Yep.
Full. We were the minorities there. Mm.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Africans must explore the continent.
Yeah,
There's
it's true.
so much.
It's true. The generosity. Every floor there's like platter of fruit. You know, um, nuts, different nuts, and what you said, the spices, saffrons that they will count by thing. It's there for you to, vanilla. Everything is amazing.
And the big pineapples in Tanzania and Zanzibar.
Watermelon, pineapple,
Mm-hmm.
even the
Yes.
yeah, we we enjoyed everything, and it wasn't expensive. And the other thing I like about the people, I tell you one experience we had. So most of the airports, of course, we have the transfers, we have the chauffeurs, but this one we had to get a car to take us. So this guy, I didn't we didn't have the change to give to him. And then he says, tomorrow, don't worry, tomorrow I'll come back and get my money. And we said, we will use it in the morning anyway. But the money, they came and pick us up. So we went there at the hotel. We came the following morning at 10 at night, very late. And so we couldn't get him. We didn't pay him the money from yesterday. And he didn't see us in the morning, but he was calm. He was very respectful. By the time
Bole
we saw
bole.
Molly, I'm like, wow, you were not even scared that maybe we're not going to pay your money or we ran away with it. She says, no, I know you will come. So I was so
Wow.
happy. I was so happy. I mean, I must have paid him double the price that he gave us. I wasn't bothered because I'm like, thank you so much, brother, for trusting us and for that peace that you had. For me, it means a lot,
Yeah.
that you trusted us with that. Amazing. So yeah, we had fun. It's a lot of fun. Next year we see where we're going because people are harassing me now. Plan next year trip with the ladies. So we're praying on that one. I'll bring that out. We see where we're going. But
Do the
we
Nile
just
cruise in Egypt.
Heidi said that before, didn't it, Liz? Heidi has been telling us.
Yeah. And I am also saying come to Namibia.
What are
Yeah.
we?
Actually,
I am
you would
saying
be in
come to
Namibia, won't
Namibia.
you?
Yeah.
Huh? All
Come
right.
over. Why not?
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the places on the table, and people are going to choose and determine where we're going next year.
Okay.
So I was proposing, do we do it after our tax return when we have plenty money, or we don't need to wait till June that we do it? Actually was talking about you, Prof. I'm like, Prof is a teacher. She'll tell us when is the right time to travel for the ones that are going to school.
Well,
So
I
you
can tell you, normally in the academic world here in Australia, one of the few times that coincides is between the June and July break for us, because that's the teaching free, except for people who are teaching whatever in the trimester system. Because when
Mhm.
it's just semesters, as in 2 semesters, semester one in Australia is normally last week of February through to the end of May. So
Mhm.
June, July will be teaching free. They still need to prepare for semester two. But
That's
then until end of October, then you have exams. And if you don't have exams, then you'll be looking at a few months of non-teaching, which is a lot of research and writing in between there. So
so
yeah,
June, July. Makes sense. That's what I
yeah,
was.
June, July.
Alright. So we decide where we're going, but we have to go. The ladies are telling me we have to go, so we're going. But we'll
Yeah.
let you know if it's Egypt first or Namibia. Liz is gonna be in Namibia. She'll get us take us to the dune. I mean to all that.
The highest dunes in the world.
Apparently the highest dune in the world is in Namibia. I thought
There's
it
a
was
lot to do in Southern Africa, and Namibia is so well positioned to cross into other spaces. And those are some of the
Yeah.
things that you need to think about the neighboring countries,
that's true.
and
Mm,
not just doing the tourist route as well, doing something different. So I think every country on that continent has something that
yeah.
is unique to it. It's more
Unique.
And
like
I
what do
think,
you want to see and what do you want to do?
yeah, and the beautiful thing is that Ethiopian Airways has got a direct flight.
Yeah.
So, it could literally be something that you combine with a couple of days in Ethiopia and a couple of days in Namibia, and then
Okay.
back again. Same route.
There you go. Sounding good to me. All right. We still have a bit of time to plan. Before the end of the year, we'll conclude that actually. We don't
Yeah.
leave it. But we just thought we let's come and chat today and hang out. And next week we've got our topic for next week, and it's about the men and the suicidal stories and how we can help and where to go and why is this happening. So it will be very good. We thought that's heavy, so we don't want to start with that this week.
Yeah.
Let's start next week when we are relaxed. We can handle that respectfully. But until then, I have to say tata for now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Very eventful 2 weeks we had. But bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.